kids, my name's Lizzie and today we are reading My Life with Cerebral Palsy. This is a library book. If you are ever curious about learning anything or you just want more books to read, you can always go to the library and find a book. The library card is free. Alright, so let's go in and find out My Life with Cerebral Palsy. Hi, I'm Charles. I'm a smart, fun kid like you. I bet we're both different and alike. I like music and being with my family. I also have cerebral palsy. Let me tell you about my life. Okay, Charles. It's nice to meet you. Say hi, Charles. Good job. Having cerebral palsy means I have trouble moving my muscles. Cerebral palsy affects people in different ways. Some people have tight, stiff muscles. Some might be weak and floppy. People can be shaky. They also might have trouble hearing, seeing, or learning. Cerebral palsy is caused by damage or problems in the brain as it's developing. This usually happens before a person is born. So sometimes they can use crutches because they can't walk so good on their own. Sometimes they can't walk at all. Sometimes they can't move their arms or legs. So you're going to see all different kinds of cerebral palsy. It just really depends on what they are able to do and how their muscles are affected. I have quad cerebral palsy. Quad means 4. I have trouble moving my arms and legs. So I drive a power wheelchair. Sorry, there's a glare. So he has difficulty moving arms and legs. So it's just easy for him to have a wheelchair that has a lever. That's the only difference. If you can move your arms, you do the wheels yourself. If you don't have strong arms, you need the electric wheelchair. I also use a gait trainer. It supports my body and lets me move my legs. My equipment gives me freedom to get around. So he does have a wheelchair that helps him stand up. Probably would use this more for long distances. This is probably for shorter amounts of time. But your legs still need to move and stand up. So perhaps someone in your school might have different equipment and have different chairs for different needs. I have a hard time talking, so I often use a computer that speaks for me. I press foot pedals to find and choose my words. Sometimes I use sign language. I do not see very well. Big screens make it easier for me to see my computer. Okay, so this is how he controls how he talks because he can't speak. So he'll find the word on his tablet and then the tablet will say it for him. And he needs a bigger screen because his eyes aren't so good. So again, everybody's going to have different needs. My desk at school is a bit bigger and taller than the other desks. It has room for my equipment and computer. A teacher's helper is with me all day. My therapist makes sure I have all the equipment I need. Then I can focus on learning. So he needs a bigger desk because he has a chair, sits up a little higher than the other kids, plus he's got a wheel up to it, and he's not able to use his arms to pull things closer to his face, so he needs to be able to see the screen without moving his head too much. So that's why his desk is a little bit higher. The school makes sure he has what he needs. That's why sometimes cerebral palsy kids will have different desks than you. My classmates and I learn together. We study math, writing, and lots more. Last week, I earned an award from my teacher. My friends were so happy for me. So most of the time, they're right in the class with you. Really, all they just need different desks for their different chair needs. And an aid to help them with things that they aren't able to grab themselves. I also like to study at home. I love to learn about languages and cultures around the world. I watch videos on my computer to learn more. Sometimes I listen to audiobooks. I stay busy at home. Every day I exercise and do chores. I often cook with my family, and we make crafts too. Staying active is also very healthy, keeping those muscles moving. If you just stay still in the chair, it's just going to make your bones and muscles get more stiff. So moving and doing chores helps them every day to stay limber, which is flexible. Cerebral palsy doesn't stop me from having fun. I ride my tandem bicycle with my mom. I play hide and seek with my younger brother. We also race each other around the house. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today myself. So they still play and do everything. They just have to have different equipment. That's all. We have fun at the playground too. It was made for kids with disabilities. The equipment keeps me safe and it's easy to use. I like to ride the zip line. So we need more parks in this country and world that support cerebral palsy kids who aren't able to swing by themselves or experience playing in the park like you. I want to be a better piano player, but I get frustrated because my fingers are stiff. They won't easily spread apart. So I learned to push my hand on my knee to keep my fingers spread apart. Then I slide my fingers to the keyboard. This lets me press the right keys. See? They just got to find ways to do what they love within. They're just going to have a little bit quirks is what I call them. They got to do things a little differently because of their needs. But he can still play. It's just not going to look the same. I enjoy music in other ways too. It's fun to sing and dance. My favorite song is Itsy Bitsy Spider. I love to show people the hand movements that go along with the song. I like that one too. That would be a good sign language song. I like to cuddle before I go to sleep. I also listen to music. Time to go to sleep. My bed keeps me safe at night. It has tall rails all around it, so I don't fall out. Because sometimes he can't control how well he rolls, or be able to stop himself. So that's why he needs help. Oh, cuddling with your parents. That's always fun, right? As I go to sleep, I think about my day. Today was hot. My brother and I played in our pool to stay cool. I sat in a chair so I could stay safe. I enjoyed the water. It was a great day. So, you can still go in the pool. It just needs a special chair. You can still do everything we do. Just need a little bit of an alteration. Meet Charles. Hi, I'm Charles. I live on a farm in Iowa with my mom, dad, and younger brother. We have about 60 chickens and a dog named Max. I'm friendly, loving, and smart. I like to tell jokes, play the piano, and listen to classical music. Writing stories and plays is fun too. I want to be an author when I grow up. I hope you publish a book, Charles. I will buy it when you do. Respecting people with cerebral palsy from Charles' perspective. Be kind and understand to people with cerebral palsy. Don't bully them or make fun of them. Treat them how you would like to be treated. When you meet someone with cerebral palsy, be friendly and say hi. Don't ignore them, walk away, or stare at them. A person's wheelchair and equipment belongs to them. Don't touch, grab, or move a person's wheelchair and equipment unless they ask. Be sure to give plenty of space for wheelchairs and other equipment. This lets the person easily move and see around them. If a person with cerebral palsy is communicating with you, listen and be patient. They might need extra time. Don't touch a person with cerebral palsy for no reason. Be respectful of them and their space. Before helping a person with cerebral palsy, first ask them if they need help. Everyone likes to be part of a group. Be sure to invite kids with cerebral palsy to play and hang out. They want to have fun just like other kids. That's very good advice, Charles. Let's talk about the helpful words and vocabulary we learned in this book today. Audio book. A recording of a person reading a book out loud. Like, technically, if you didn't have a picture with this would be an audio book. Balance. To keep steady. Balance is when you're not moving. You've got your balance is when, you know how your legs are shaky and then they stop being shaky and your footing's good? That's balanced. Cerebral palsy. A brain condition that causes problems with muscle movement. Culture. A group of people's ideas, art, customs, and traditions. So culture is like the vibes. It's like what around your area that people wear, what they eat, the music they like, that's all included in your culture. Damage means to harm something. Gait trainer. A piece of equipment that gives support and stability to people when they move and walk. Let me see if I can find that's the gait trainer right there. The one where he's standing. Language. The words that people use to talk and write to one another. That's me. I'm speaking the English language. Sign language. A language that uses hand signals, body movements, and emotions shown on the face to communicate with others. For the deaf and people who can't hear. You know how you see people doing like this kind of movement in the bottom of your screen? That's sign language. Alright, we have stiff. Difficult to move or bend. Stiff is like, ugh, it hurts to move my hand. It's so stiff. It just won't move because it's crunched in a ball and it won't go straight. My fingers won't go straight. My muscles are stiff. Tandem bicycle. A bicycle that seats and pedals for two riders, one behind the other. So, this, right here. So that people in wheelchairs can still experience a bike ride. Therapist. A person who is trained to help people with conditions, disorders, and illnesses learn new skills. So it's just a fancy word for a special kind of doctor. I hope you like this book about cerebral palsy and Charles. I hope it helped you understand cerebral palsy a little better, maybe for yourself or someone in your class or community. Remember to be respectful, and I will see you all next time. Bye, kids.